Virtus Pro going up against Zero Tenacity here in a best of 3. There's no way of essentially dealing with this Phoenix who is going to be creating a lot of problems for Hellscream on the Dark Willow. While I say that, down bottom, not too sure what happened to Fly there. He shouldn't be dying like this to Desire, but it's in a Luna. Doesn't really matter. Luna can shove the lane right out. And Saberlight trying to pull the wave here. I think he might have overextended himself a little bit. Yeah, level 2 loosened beams there. They've got the damage. It's going to be Moose who gets the credit for the kill. It's not too bothered by what's going on. Down bottom though. Oh, yeah. A 1-for-1 for the Phoenix in the air side. I think Zero Tenacity will take that. Desire somehow survives that engagement. It's keeping him on the edge. 6 minutes in, Power Rune about to spawn. Desire's here on the Nyx. Warwick level 6, but getting slowed down by the Ghost creep as Abed will not get the rune. It spawns up top, but they do find Desire. Warwick in the meantime gets the Arcane rune, so the Ursa closing in on the Battle Fury. Dream has to be a bit careful here. Saberlight does have the 6. There's the wall coming in. Dream is going to be forced to pop the Eclipse. The Dark Willow is fine though, thanks to the Shadow Realm. Although with Warwick coming in, Hellscream, yeah, he's going to fall. Level 8 on the Largo, making progress towards the Ags. While I say that though, Saberlight ends up finding moves on the Phoenix. No egg on him just yet, still level 5. And mid lane, taking a go on to Desire. Desire, yeah, he's just gonna fall here. Abed's able to find the kill rather easily. Lots of mana still remaining on the Storm. They might be able to find Warwick here as Warwick, okay. Doesn't get hit by the Terrorize. Abed, does he want to continue chasing? No. Decide against it. Don't have the wand charges to do so, but don't need to take any unnecessary risks. They did. Desire, in the meantime, finds a D-Ward. Level 6 on Hellscream as he tries to make a solo play here. Abed looking to maybe zip in on the Storm, but has been stopped by the chains, and with the help of the egg, they do take down the Dark Willow. However, VP finding a much bigger target in the mid lane. It's the mid-tier one. So, 1-for-1 on the kill. Light. They try to go for the easier kill on the Dark Willow, but yeah, I feel like Saberlight needs it end up gonna running into them and will be found. Warwick finds the kill. Desire. Oh, he could have maybe stopped the Dark Willow if he didn't wait around for the Darkseer, but seems like Hellscream gets away. Oh, they'd love to find Abed here with the help of the Nyx. Desire's coming in. They see Fly first, though, and they will just settle for the Chen. And they commit the egg, too. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. That seems a little too much. Oh, and look at this. Warwick might be in some trouble, but they're going to settle for the easier kill. They're going to go for Desire first on the Nyx. He does have the stick and the Lotus at the ready, and Dream's actually protecting him with the help of the Eclipse. And now, VP actually forced to run away. Nefrit's shown up. He's got a negative scepter done. So Hellscream, he's just going to be dying to the Banjo here. So Nefrit finds the kill. And VP making some awkward moves here. Rune ends up spawning down bottom. Saberlight trying to run away with the Surge. Has the wand, but man, that Surge gets cancelled very quickly by the catchy lick. And Warwick finds the kill. In the meantime, though, the Ursa comes in, ends up finding the Nyx as well as the Largo. While Abed picks up the double damage rune. Although, fortunately for them, Abed's also doing really well on the Storm. Although in the mid lane, Saberlight in some trouble. Yeah, there's no way he's going to be able to get out of this one. He's got the Surge. He's not popping it because he knows the Casualic will dispel it. However, goes up to the high ground and actually gets away. Now Desire in some trouble on the Nyx. No Vendetta. He is going to fall. Zero Tenacity, they're the ones who start the fight, but VP respond with numbers. And in the meantime, going for the Sanj in Kaya as usual. Nothing too out of the ordinary. And up top, okay, Tomato ends up finding the kill onto the Nyx. He just is gone. He does not have the Enrage, and Abed's going to come in here on the Storm. They're going to try and bring down Dream, but man, the Ursa just melting to the power of the sun and the Luna. However, the heals come through. They keep him alive, and he gets the egg. Oh, they find the Luna as well. VP, they bring in the numbers and they respond. And how? And Zero Tenacity. Bite the dust. 4 heroes dead for them. Smoke out from Zero Tenacity. Roshan's up. VP know that. Zero Tenacity. They're going to run into the Dark Willow. This could be a very important pickoff. No buyback on the Dark Willow to try and contest this Roshan. We'll see if VP still want to go for this, but I think they're going to be giving this one up. And this is going to make the game rather difficult here for the side of VP. But no, they're going to smoke. And they're going to try and go for a fight here. Basher is done for the Ursa. Luna still does not have the butterfly. So, could end up winning this fight. But the Nyx is scouting things out. Warwick keeping the Ursa at bay as he looks for a target. They're going to go in on the Ember. Try and beat him down before he's got a chance to run away. But no, Warwick does get out with the help of the Remnants. Roshan dropping low. They're going to look towards Moose instead. They're going to find him first. Arvid going in. Does he get the Aegis? Yes, he does. Roshan, he bashed the Luna at the very end. That is so unlucky. As Dream now with the BKB trying to survive, but he's gonna fall. The Ursa swipes him down. Warwick, sure, you can find a return kill, but Ahmed's gonna clean up shop. Dies the first time around. There's just 2 cores surviving here. The Largo is caught in the brambles. And Ahmed, he's just gonna zip in. The damage is there, courtesy of the Bedlam. Hellscream's back from the grave as Warwick finding some return kills here and there, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be VP who's gonna be quite pleased with how that turned out. Well, left foot on the Largo. He needs to buff his team up. Who do they find first here? Looks like it's just going to be good old fly on the Chen. Lotus up, keeping him alive. Is he going to pop the hand of God here? Yes, he is before he dies. But that's a very sick Terrorize coming in from the Dark Willow Hellscream. Make sure that it connects onto 3. But where's the follow-up? Where's the damage? It's nowhere to be found because there's no Ursa and no Storm. Be doing at least 500 damage a pop with that Mind Flare. And it's a very short cooldown too. Because they're going to spot out the Nyx. No chance to get the Vendetta off if he's going to die first. But the Yule going to keep him alive for now. But for a little while longer. It's not getting any backup. Instead, certainly dangerous to do so. Desire still sticking around here on the Nyx. They're going to pop the smoke, but Warwick's going to go in instantly looking for the Chen. And oh my god, Ahmed with the AoE Vortex controls all the cores up from the side of Zero Tenacity. This fight is going to be a whitewash unless Dream with the Satanic can do something here. And well, he's healed back up to full for now. And in fact, the Ursa's died as well. Ahmed, as good as the initiation was, he's not been able to kill off the Luna. The Luna's still surviving, and Ahmed could be forced to TP out as the buyback came in from Warwick. A very good fight for Zero Tenacity. Sure, they lose the Ember, they lose the Largo, but in the end, they're gonna get Roshan, they're gonna get Cheese, and that's what matters most. Even the Ember is gonna have the Croak of Genius. Reduced mana cost, always welcome on this hero. As I hear BKB being popped at Saberlight, who's trying to go in, trying to force something here. Desire's going to be the first one to fall. The Yule buying him some time for now, and there's Arbin with the Vortex, controlling up the Luna. They'll take down the Nyx, although the Egg is forcing the side of VP to back off, and this is where Warwick starts to shine. Moving in on the Ember with the Ags, running around, doing so much damage here, cleaning up the backline. The Dark Willow's dead, the Chen's gone, Saberlight's dead, and Zero Tenacity, they just might have done it here in game number 1. They might have taken out VP. It's still a best of 3, but that has to be really good for your morale as buyback coming in now from Saberlight. As they try and hold on to their base. Dream, that's still 2.5 minutes remaining on this Aegis. And your tier 3 tower down bottom is also vulnerable. This Dream is going to find it rather easily. Say that. They've smoked up. They want to try and get something done here. Hex at the ready as Nefrit, his smoke's going to break. Moose's smoke is going to break too. They know where Arbit is. As I say that though, Tomato. Okay, for now, the Hex is there coming in from Moose. They're going to find the Ursa here. No buyback on Tomato. That's the Ursa dead for 100 seconds. They commit the Egg and they get the kill. And that just might be game. VP, oh my god, look at the base. The Largo, he's running down the Chen right outside his fountain. Abed trying to go for the Sumail highlight play here, but man, there's so little you can do when you don't have your caddy. GG is called. It's going to be Zero Tenacity here who take game number 1.
Cave Johnson here. It's Dota time.
Terrorblade before. Unfortunately, didn't work out too well for the side of Zero Tenacity, yes. Fly, though, in a bit of an awkward position here. They're going to commit the avalanche. The creeps are going to meet and Fly. He's going to fall. The boars do the work as Nefrit finds the kill. Rather... Purge creep coming into the mid lane. Trying to help out Warwick against this Queen of Pain. The Purge, well, it's not really needed. Warwick finds the kill anyway thanks to Desire's rotation. But the Purge creep will be dealt with eventually. Now Scream also gets the kill onto Warwick, but I think Warwick's quite happy with that. He does. Saberlight, not going to be too sure who was there, but oh, Warwick gets his hands on the amp damage, instantly activates it and dies. Saberlight with the rotation coming in on the Slaughter. Sets up for the kill. Dream showing up as well on the Terrorblade. What's going on though? They do find Abed in the mid lane. I believe there was an avalanche toss into the Requiem coming in from Warwick. So a very nifty kill going the way of Zero Tenacity.
Tower is hanging on by a brick.
Mid lane.
Middle tower is in.
Okay, Abed just goes in with the Sonic Wave. Desire still surviving though on a sliver of HP. He popped his wand. However, Earthscream does get the kill with the help of the Shadow Realm hit. Finds it at the very end. This engagement cleanly. Abed does not have the Sonic Wave and Nefrit has got the Roar. Although Abed, he's actually going to go on the Tiny here. Desire looking for a target to toss, but just unable to get it thanks to the Shadow Realm coming in from the Dark Willow. Hold on to your horses. Moves. Well, he's just going to sacrifice himself here. Warwick considers dropping the Requiem, but cancels it at the last moment. Oh, and Warwick with the invis, he could do a lot here. If he could find both the TA and the Slaughter, that would be huge. There's the Avalanche plus Toss. Right back into the SF. Saberlight gets found. No blink, unfortunately, so he can't really go in with the Avalanche and Toss for the Slaughter. Although mid lane, they do end up cooking the Phoenix. Fly scrambled like an egg. So ends up falling into the Beastmaster.
I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball, football, horse racing, rugby, cricket, or curling. But if I was,
Abed denies the region rule in the... Looking out on the map. Desire. Spotted and, well, will be taken out. Avalanche to delay the inevitable, but he will eventually fall. Warwick thought about helping him, but... yeah, you kind of don't want to walk into that as the SF. Oh. Desire spots out Saberlight. The SF lets go of the Requiem. Roar also committed just to find the Slaughter, and still a 1-for-1 trade. Now Dream on the front lines with the Metamorphosis, but VP can just back off. Terribly Delusion is in the pit, and oh, the tossback is there. Onto the TA, they've got the Roar as well. It came back off, cooled down the Terrorize a bit too late. Sure, you will lose the Tiny, but it's well worth the TA kill. Now Zero Tenacity find what they were looking for, and that opens up Roshan. VP, they're still thinking about this though. They still want to try and fight through it. 35 seconds without the TA, as neither team seems to be moving away from this Rosh pit. Abed thinking about dropping in the Sonic Wave. There's the Crush. Can they snatch the Aegis? Yes, Saberlight is able to get it on the Slaughter. Sunder's out though, as the egg is popped, but it does very little. However, VP, they can just back off with the Aegis. Saberlight trying to go for more. Requiem is at the ready. Warwick, okay, well that's the first life gone here for the Slaughter. Abed up in a big dream. He's got the Metamorphosis back up and running, and Saberlight, why on earth would you do that? They had the Aegis, they won that fight, they got out scot-free, but then he goes back in. Oh, and Desire, Avalanche toss back. Do they have the damage to take down Abed? No, they don't. Essence Ring keeps the co-op alive for now, but Fly is a different story. Walks into the TB's attack range and just ends up falling. That's without the butterfly as well. Oh, Saberlight's teeping in though. They want to try and fight this on the side of VP. They have got the heroes. They're going to start things off by finding Nefrit. The roar is there, no metamorphosis. Nice terrorize coming through. Ends up connecting onto both cores. Desire will be left for dead as he gets taken down. Hellscream trying to go forward, but the boards and the illusions just ripping him a new one. Hellscream, oh my god, he just dies to all of the minions on the side of Zero Tenacity. That's just too much damage coming out from them. Can't just leave the base with all of their members. Now the TB is shown up as well. There's no cliff available for Virtus.pro. They're going to potentially lose the first set of frags here in this game. Saberlight shows up, but if they want to make a move, now is the time. Saberlight trying to find the backline, but there's the avalanche toss coming through from Desire. He will fall, but if they can find Hellscream, it's well worth it. No, Hellscream's still alive for the time being, but they get the Medivac, spike away by the Terrorblade, and it doesn't seem like Virtus.pro is going to find more health. Saberlight just dies to the illusions. The damage a bit too much coming out from this Terrorblade. Zero Tenacity will happily take that trade any day of the week. Not only do they find the racks, they also find the kill onto Saberlight, and Warwick denies the Helm of the Overlord creep. Lovely. Smokes out from Moose. Solar Crest once again on the Terrorblade. Maya Spirits fly through. There's Saberlight going in with the crush. The Terrorblade fine though. The Hurricane Pike keeps him alive. Demon Seal's there as well. Slowed by a fair bit, but my god, the stun is perfect coming in from Desire. Finds the two-man avalanche along with the Requiem. Sunray burning down the side of Zero Tenacity though. They will lose the Tiny for this. And Abed spot back into this game. They need to find more desperately on the side of Virtus.pro. And so far they've only got a Chen. That's a pittance. It's nothing. You want the Terrorblade. The Sonic Wave is there. That actually pushes the Terrorblade into the Slather. Sunder still at the ready for the Terrorblade. Can he actually find the target though? No, he cannot. VP will find the kill as the buyback comes in from Abed. Really sick play by him as well with the... Oh, down bottom though, they find the Dark Willow. Nefrit likes a solo kill on Hellscream. Soon. Up top, Virtus.pro, they'll find a tier 2. But is it going to be for free? Avalanche toss. Requiem is there. Tomato is toast. Taken out by the SF once again. Perfect combos from Zero Tenacity. It's coming in, but it'll take some time until they're here. Dream just can't seem to navigate through the brambles. Even commits to Sunder. Desire with the avalanche and toss back. There's Nefrit going in with the rod. They're going to find Saberlight first. The egg, though, it's healing Saberlight back up as they try to pop the egg, but they are unsuccessful in the attempt. Desire will fall. They will lose Nefrit too. And the Terrorblade, he's been controlled up by the Yule Scepter. Warwick, 40 seconds remaining until the next Requiem. So it seems like Dream just needs to back off for now. Virtus.pro not really going to chase. They've lost the TA, so it's in their interest to not take any unnecessary risks. Crush. They've got more than enough damage too coming in from Arbor. He's got a Shiva's Guard and an Aghanim Scepter. They're going to spot out moves first and bring him down. The Chen dead for 45 seconds without buyback, and Desire's going to be next on the Tiny. Double kill here for Tomato. Mid lane. Terrorblade are going to go in. It's going to be Dark Willow with the Shadow Realm staying alive for now, but as soon as she comes out, it's going to be dead meat. Okay, Roar out onto the Phoenix, but there's no follow-up, and the Beastmaster gets popped. The damage a bit too much coming in from the Slardar and the TA. Tomato finds the kill. Saberlight looking to go in once again. His Dream is playing it safe. Ahmed has got the Arcane Rune too, so it's very hard for the side of Zero Tenacity to take this fight. Zabed holding onto the high ground alongside Tomato here. They're going to go in. Once again, it's onto the Dark Willow. Saberlight providing the counter initiation. Excuse me while that happens. Roar out onto the Slather. But no damage is coming through. Saberlight's going to be fine. He walks away as now Tomato turns his attention towards Dream. Desire dropping low. Saberlight's going to go in and find the kill. Abed now finding Warwick. Warwick pump faking the Requiem, but the Terrorblade is dead in the meantime. Zero Tenacity, they've lost their position 1. Warwick, sure you found the Dark Willow, but you've lost your life for that. Don't think that was worth it. Virtus.pro, they find the kills, and now Tomato. Can't help but feel like a Bloodthorn would have been really nice this game for the Terrorblade. I hear a Sonic Wave, it's down bottom onto Moose. Chen gets found by Abed. Nice. So what's in the area to keep an eye on the back line. Virtus Pro. Okay, well, it's gonna start with them losing Tomato Warwick. That's the Requiem done, though. You no longer have that for this fight, and Tomato can just focus down the racks. Hell, they're gonna find Desire first on the Tiny. He's got buyback, though, so he's gonna come back in for round number 2. Banner gonna be taken down, thanks to the Metamorphosis. Desire looking for more, had the Avalanche, but the Wind Waker keeps Arbit alive, and that's Hellscream on the Dark Willow doing his job. Abed, okay, he's got the Aeon disc here. It is going to be proc. Hand of God is used as well as the Sunray is there. Oh, I am not too sure about that, Sunder Bunny. You sundered your own Tiny who was at half HP, healing him up. But you lost your life in the process. Buyback now from Dream. As he tries to hold on to this set of frags, but it's all but gone. Virtus Pro. They grind their teeth and they bear it. The mid-game was rough as one last hurrah from Zero Tenacity. They've lost Warwick, though. He is down for the count. SF did not have the Requiem, and GG's just called. Zero Tenacity, they're going to go for Game 3 as Virtus Pro level the series 1-1. Virtus Pro are going to have their work cut out for them. Conversely, though. Anyway. Looks like Desire is going to be falling up top here. Hellscream's there with a concussive shot. They will find the kill. Or will they? Fairy Fire keeping Desire alive. Abed chasing for this, but it's probably going to be Hellscream who picks it up on the Skywrath Mage. This Desire is chuking around, but the concussive shot's there, and Hellscream finds the kill. Oh, looks like the Phoenix ends up dropping down bottom. Hellscream ends up finding the kill, but comes at a very hefty cost. They're even going to get the Skywrath Mage. Saberlight, he is probably dead here. Yeah, Desire's had the TP, so Saberlight should be falling. Bushwhack coming through. Z gets caught. One more right click does the work. Desire does get the kill. They are still flying out in the courier, so it'll be a while before they're here. Well, the scans out. Dream still level 5 on the Beastmaster. He spots out Hellscream. Bushwhack a little bit off the mark as the Wild Axe has cut the tree. Arbit shows up, and Warwick is here too. They're gonna fight Saberlight at the least. However, it's a scramble here for the Wisdom Shrine, and Arbit is dropping low. He needs to get the hell out. He will find the Phoenix before he does so, but it seems like Virtus Pro are gonna lose this fight around the Wisdom Shrine. They have lost 3 heroes. Probably going to be 4 if Hellscream keeps pursuing here for Dream. He really wants to find him, but he will not be successful. Stampede came in from the center because Nefrit picked up the Wisdom Shrine up top. And Zero Tenacity going to make a move down bottom. Warwick instantly TPing here. And he's going to find the Clink. Sentry Ward was there. Stampede's out as well from the center, but the Bushwhack does not connect. It doesn't matter though. Clinks will still end up falling. Nice draw out onto Fly. As Skywrath did TP out, but they lose their Clinks and their Jakiro here. Big wins for Zero Tenacity. Won't have to be worried about the Mystic Flare or the Corrosive Haze. The smoke, it's going to catch Fly here on the Jakiro. Quick and easy kill thanks to the amp damage. If that connected onto Arbit, they could have found the Void Spirit as well as the Stampede gets popped. Down bottom, Dream fighting against Saberlight. The board, can it find the kill? Oh no, the silence. Well, the axes might not have came through, but the Zoo sure did. Continues to farm. Okay, Vortex out onto the Jakiro. Jakiro is dead, but he does get the D-Ward before he dies, so get something done with his dying breath. Oh no! Aether Remnant pull into the Mystic Flare as Warwick, instead of zipping down from the cliff, he decided to TP out, but ends up being found there by VP. Losing 3 Galvanized stacks. Oh, he needs backup, and he needs it now, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be there in time. Spirit Vessel there on Arbit. Flies here as well on the Jakiro. Won't be hesitant to drop the Macropie. Roar comes out, though that's going to buy him some time. Saberlight shows up, though, with the Corrosive Haze. And Hellscream's there to find the kill on the Beastmaster with the Mystic Flare. And should be able to get the tier 1 as well. Mid lane, haste popped. They're trying to go for Skyrat Mage here. Do they have the damage? No, they do not. Well, it's a bit tricky. The Skyrat survives longer than he should thanks to his innate, the lifesteal keeping him alive, but not.
He's standing on his last brick.
Up top though. Warwick zipping in for Fly. They're gonna find the kill. Dust available on the Storm as well. Hellscream shows up. There's the silence coming in. Dodges out the 8th Remnant, but can he get away looking for the zip? Nope, not possible. The damage a bit too much coming out from Tomato. It's the kill. No Bushwhack up on Desire either to help out his buddy, so... Smoking up with the rest of his team. Then Dagger now down, but in the mid lane, if Warwick does not survive, it's not worth it, and Warwick is dead. Guardian Dreams would have done so much here, but he did go for the Witchblade. Anyway, Roar out onto Abed, he will fall. They find the kill out of this Void Spirit. They will also find Fly, and oh no, Tomato, he got caught out by the Centaur. He does find the kill before he falls. Maybe they can kill the egg too. Saberlight's there with the stun. The egg will die, but so will Tomato. Nefrit now surviving. It's up to the Centaur to try and clean up this fight, but Centaur versus Lava, I don't think that's a match if the Centaur wins. The Regen Rune keeping him alive for the time being. Hellscream out of mana. He's thrown out so many arcane bolts. As Desire trying to run away. He will live. Saberlight, unfortunately, actually didn't have the blink. Just went for the pipe directly. This level 2 Corrosive Haze going to be coming out for Saberlight in just a bit. They might need to drop the Mystic Flare here as well. Oh my god, it's a 3-man Bushwhack Roar coming in as well from the Beastmaster. They're going to turn their attention towards the Clint. Roshan, he's about to run the fuck over both of these teams because he wants to change houses. Get out of my way, says Roshan, but nobody gets caught. So far, only the Clint has died along with the Storm, but now Slada will fall too. It's going to be Saberlight dying first, Dream getting himself a triple kill, while the Hoodwink continues to charge forward looking for more, but everyone from VP is out of there. Hellscream going to be the one to break the smoke. Silences out onto Warwick, but the Lotus Orb is going to keep him alive. Warwick getting PTSD from all the times he's died to the Ancient Seal, but now he'll dish out some revenge as they find the two supports on the side of Virtus Pro. Smoke out from the side of Virtus Pro. It's Abed, and excuse me, Tomato leading the charge here. Desire's going to be the first one to be spotted. Scurry is there. Oh my god, the Burning Army, the skeletons. Little Andrew Tates, they take out the Hoodwink. Oh, and Dreamy spots out Tomato going straight in on the Beastmaster. No fear whatsoever with the BKB. Warwick comes in with the Vortex. Can they actually find the Klings? Are the Klings staying alive longer than he had any business? They do find the Storm in turn, and Dream loses the Aegis. Where's the rest of the team? It's just the Centaur. Nefrit is slowly being taken out here. Blink out by Dream as he sacrifices his entire team almost just for a Klings pickoff. Dream is okay for now, not caught out by the Aether Remnant, and the Hoodwink is back from the grave, so she keeps Dream alive. TP coming out from the Void Spirit, he will live. As Dream, that's a very interesting decision, and he just TPs there and he goes. So bizarre that you're playing Storm into a Skyrath and you think, oh yeah, he's probably not going to press the Ancient Seal on me, it just might be someone else. His Desire actually kept alive by the Lotus Orb thanks to Nefrit, and Saberlight, he is going to be sacrificed here. You've heard of the sacrificial lamb, get ready for the sacrificial fish. As they find Saberlight. Okay, up top, Dream ends up finding Saberlight off the back of the Roar. Tormentor quickly done as well by Zero Tenacity. It's a shard here for Warwick. Dream, the pressure orb. Warwick zipping in, looking for a target. He's going to go for Fly. He's got so little mana though. Finally gets enough mana for the Mantis style. Buybacks coming through from the side of Virtus Pro. Both Saberlight and Fly buying back into this game. Saberlight off the mark with the Crush. It seems like Zero Tenacity are able to back off until Abed goes in. Pulls Dream back with the Aether Remnant, but the Lotus Orb dispels it, so...
Football, horse racing, rugby.
Warwick zips in and finds Abed though. Actually, it was Dream who did so with the help of the Roar. Beast, he can get a lot more damage amp off as down bottom, Warwick has got out Saberlight here on the Slather. Stampede coming through as well. Saberlight tries to TP out, but the Roar is there. Cancel the TP. They find the fish. Albert farming up the Ancients. Warwick going in though. Finds Elstream. Kill found by Desire. And oh, they found Arbit as well here on the Void Spirit. Dissimulates there. Astral Step away. Mantis Style's there too, but he's all out of Astral Steps now. Warwick is still chasing. And there is Dream on the Beastmaster. Gets the kill with the Roar. VP losing 2 heroes. It's gonna be Fly to break the smoke. Nefrit spots out Fly, but Fly gets away. Oh no, wait, the Remnant actually pulls the Storm Spirit. I believe it was out of the ball. Lightning, he's gonna end up falling. Quick buyback from Warwick. Saberlight in the meantime just roared twice. He will fall. The buyback is there from him as well, and he is completely off the mark with the crush. Dream's gonna be fine, throwing out those wild axes now. Second BKB up. As Nefrit, oh my god, that's a beautiful stomp out onto 2, and the wild axe is slowly chopping Virtus Pro down to size. Saberlight's gonna have a dieback, excuse me. And I think that might just be Roshan going the way of Zero Tenacity here. Possibly the enemy base. Okay, Warwick caught out on the Slather. Oh, and the Sharpshooter connects. That's more than enough damage. They'll find the kill. Saberlight down for 90 seconds. And Saberlight needs about 100 gold more. So, except for the Storm, or rather, except for almost every hero on the Radiant, nobody has buybacks. Roar out onto Saberlight, but Lotus reflects it back. There's the Storm coming in from Nefrit, keeping him controlled up. The Sunray comes out, though, and oh my god, the Beastmaster getting popped. As the Clinks goes in, Aeon Disc is going to be popped. Yeah, another pull coming through from Warwick, but they don't find the Clinks. Sunray comes through, Moose gets himself a double kill. It's literally the Phoenix doing the damage in this fight, not the Beastmaster, not the Storm. And they just, once again, like, they're going to let the creeps do all the sieging. As Warwick goes in, Stomp out from the center. They control up the Clinks, but they don't see him. They don't have true sight, unfortunately. So they're not going to find him. Abed hexed up, Bloodthorn upon him. Bushwhacks out as well, but he lives. Smokes out from VP. Venturing out of their base. They're going to go for Dream here. Dream with the BKB surviving. And there's the Centaur card saving the Beastmaster in the nick of time. Roar out onto the Void Spirit. They'll find him as the Clinks desperately tries to take down the egg, but he does not succeed. Rapier hits the deck. Now picked up by the Beastmaster. Tata, goodbye, sayonara, Virtus Pro. Sure, they're gonna find something here. They get the Phoenix, but the Rapiers hit the deck. You've got buybacks and you can try, but I don't think you're gonna win this fight. Another great Vortex coming in from Warwick, although now he's silenced and nullified up. Lotus Orb bailing him out for now. And he's fine. Dream out the game. Oh, and look at this. Beastmaster, he's going to go in. He destroys the Jakiro Fly, dead for 80 seconds. Dream has the Refresher Orb at the ready. Quickly swaps out the Bloodthorn, or rather swaps in the Bloodthorn as well into his inventory. Dream drops the banner here. Still alive for the time being. Hex out onto Saberlight though. There's a Roar coming through, but the Axe Puddle is going to keep him protected until Warwick goes in. That's a beautiful Vortex out onto 3 up. Instead, he's hit the deck as Warwick going to be able to get out as well on the Storm. This just might be game. No buyback on Ahmed, no buyback on Saberlight, no buyback on Fly. The throne falls, and it's going to be Zero Tenacity who continue their run here in Dream League Division 2. Now, like what you hear, consider dropping a follow on my Instagram. It does help me to get hired to cast officials. So, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys some other time.